Eugene, same question concerning the Envision 2030 RA Smith.
I support the study in its entirety. As a council member of the council, as I said in the past, I would encourage the council to take each item and lay everything on the table and take a closer look at everything before we spend it. We got limited resources now. Stimulus money is not going to last forever. It's already run out. State going to start laying off people. What that means is, we all know what it means. We can't spend money that we don't have, so we can't take this study and do everything that's in it because we don't have the money to do that. So we'll set our priorities and we'll get with the Development Corporation, the chairman, everybody will work together, and we're going to do what's best for Fort Dodge. The main thing is to increase the tax base. We got to have more people paying taxes, whether we first give them an abatement or, okay, you can come and build something. You don't have to pay taxes for 4 or 5 years, but in the long run, it's going to be money coming back in. Everything in here I support it, but we're going to take a second look at it when it comes up, each item. If there's going to be a line item veto by someone, I'll suggest it. Work with everybody. Everybody wants the same goal. Everybody has the same big vision of better Fort Dodge, live, work, and play. So I support it. I support everything that people have done so far, but we're going to keep a close eye on how much funds we have to do it with.
I support the 2030 study. Like some others have said, there's a lot of things in there that we probably won't be able to afford. We're going to have to take it on an item-by-item basis and see how that works out. I think it's important that all of the people on City Council support this. We can't have dissension, if you want to call it that. We all need to be together on this and work together. We're not all going to agree on what needs to be done, but I think we can come together and pick the right items that we want to do at the right time and do them. Thank you.
Thank you. Dennis Lafrillo.
Thank you, Bennett. Again, if you'll take the chance to go down to City Hall and take a peek at this, spend some time thumbing through it a little bit, you'll see a blueprint for the next 20 years that really dreams big. It talks about Fort Dodge becoming a destination point for more things. It will bring more people to Fort Dodge. We already have an excellent medical center that is drawing people from all over the region. We need to add focus on other good things that we have that can do that as well. For example, there's strong feeling by, I believe, board members and people that are involved with the YMCA that we need a new YMCA that has done its thing. It's a little bit worn out over the years. I walk there during the winter time. I don't think it's that bad, but I guess there's a feeling about parking, a few other things. If the YMCA, for example, looked at the new green space which will be created when Fairway moves, all of a sudden you would have a very excellent institution going further downtown in a very nice area, and where there's room for more recreation, where there's room for a new, more modern facility, and again, something that would really attract people from outside the city limits. That's the kind of thing that if we think big on that kind of thing, we figure out a way to get it done. We have excellent grant writers at City Hall, some of the best I've ever believed that have been there in the last 30 years that I've lived in Fort Dodge, that are down there as a real team, able to go out and bag some of these dollars that have been going elsewhere over the years, and bring them back here and do some things to allow us to update our town. That's the kind of thing that we can help in getting done and make our town a lot more livable, improve the quality of life down there.
Thank you, Dennis. And recently, Andy Fritz just joined us. Andy is running for at-large. And Andy, we're just going through right now the second question that was sent out to everybody. If elected, will you continue to support the Envision 2030 R.A. Smith study? And if so, how? And are there aspects of this study that you would not support?
First off, I'd like to apologize for being late. I had a meet and greet scheduled for this evening before the chamber had contacted me, so trying to be in two places at once, and obviously it doesn't work too well. The 2030, Envision 2030, I think is a good idea for this town. As with anything in life, you have to have some kind of vision of where you want to be and how to get there from where you are. I guess I would go ahead and support all the aspects of it. And the reason I would do that is kind of a selfish reason maybe. I was born here, raised here, I'll be here all my life, and I would love for my children to be here and to grow up here, to raise their families here. The other day I had somebody, a relative, say to me that he wants to leave Fort Dodge. He's an older guy. And he says, I don't need to get far away, I just want to go to Manson or Eagle Grove. Not sure it's a step in the right direction, but I said, well, what do you mean? And he said, well, I'm unhappy with the way things are going in this town. And I said, well, I'm just the opposite. I said, I would love for my children to grow up here. I said, I love my town, and yeah, we've got our problems, but every town does. And he says, well, I'm encouraging my grandchildren to leave this town. And that's the kind of attitude that is wrong for this town now. There's too many naysayers, too many negatives, and with this 2030 vision, we can definitely say we want to go in the right steps, we want to do the right thing for the future of our town. And like I said, it's probably me being selfish, wanting better for my kids. And that's really all I can say.
Thank you, Andy.